Anytime, anywhere, always there. We are the MSA Sports Network.
Welcome to the PIHL on MSA. High school hockey at MSAsports.net is sponsored in part by the Pennsylvania Interscholastic Hockey League, by Chatham University, by First Commonwealth Bank, by UPMC Sports Medicine, by Officially Sports, by ProGrass, by Carlow University, by Dollar Bank, by Monticello's Italian Restaurant, and by Management Science Associates. Now let's head to the rink for all the high school hockey action here on the MSA Sports Network.
The PIHL is on the MSA Sports Network tonight from the Baierl Complex in Warrendale. It's a Class AA doubleheader, and we'll face off first as the Mars Planets host the North Hills Indians. Good evening and welcome to 2017 PIHL High School Hockey coverage brought to you by the Tribune Review here on the MSA Sports Network. Thank you for tuning in to listen or watch us tonight. Alongside Cory Campano, Matt Vandriak, center ice with you here tonight. And Cory, we take a look at the standings here, and as we now get to the end of January, Penguin Cup playoffs aren't that far away, and two teams here in North Hills and Mars that are battling to get in the postseason dance.
Yeah, they're both sitting there right around that 3-4 spot. Quaker Valley got the third spot ahead of them. Moon and Mount Lebanon 1-2, who we'll see later tonight. Quaker Valley 3, and then North Hills, sitting right in that 4 spot right now at 7-8. They've got 14 points. Mars at 5-8-2 has 12 points. Obviously, Mars looking at this game as an opportunity to tie things up there for that 4th spot, and maybe this is the night to do it as Mars comes in. Senior night in front of the home crowd. North Hill's going to have a tough matchup here to fight off the intense and large crowd that Mars has brought here tonight.
North Hills comes in having scored 59 goals in their 15 games played, an average of 3.9 goals per contest. The Indians have surrendered 54 goals against, an average of 3.6 goals against per game. Mars, the Planets, scoring 60 goals in their 15 games played so far, averaging 4 goals per game. The Planets have surrendered 50 goals against for an average of 3.3 goals against. And two teams here, Cory, that obviously can score some goals but have given some up. We'll see some good offensive talent on the ice for both sides.
Yeah, we certainly will. And really, when you look at the rosters top to bottom, just scores that come in on each side. First, we'll start with the visiting North Hills Indians. Jarrett Warwick leads the team with 16 points in 13 games, 4 goals, 12 assists. But the big one, Sam Urbanek, has 10 goals in just 15 games played, 13 points for him. You mentioned that they do give some goals up. That is the case. Dylan Clark, we just heard, out with a concussion. Alex Voel's going to get the start there. He's played 8 games, 4-3 on the year. He has 2 shutouts, but he does give up over 3 goals a game at .318. Has given up 24 goals, 201 saves. On the other side, Keaton Hanna's just having a huge year, 25 points in 15 games, 11 goals, 14 assists. No, Raymundo's only played 14, though, and has 22. And William Scursey also contributing with 17 points. That's kind of the three-headed monster. Tyler Spring in his senior night tonight will be between the pipes. He's played 15 of the 16 games for Mars. He's 5-8-1, has a shutout. His goals against 3.23, pretty even in the goaltending department. And really, on paper, Matt, if you look at these teams, pretty even up and down.
Yeah, it's even on paper. These teams have already met once on the regular season, and that was a Mars victory earlier this year. The Planets winning that game by the count of 5-3 on November 21st in a game played at the Ice Complex. At the RMU Island Sports Complex. A game where the Planets had a good evening from some of their big players. Keaton Hanna had 3 points on the night, a goal and 2 assists. Will Scursey, a goal and 2 assists. And Noah Raymundo, 2 goals for the Planets in that victory. On the North Hills side, Matt Berner had a goal and an assist to lead the way for the Indians. Goaltenders that night will be the same matchup we'll see tonight. Tyler Sprang stopped 18 of the 21 shots he faced. Alec Voel stopped 26 of 30. The final goal of that game was an empty netter. Had a chance to talk before the game with the North Hills coaching staff, and head coach Carl Kelchner, who pretty much said that the difference in that game was the power play. The Planets scored 3 power play goals on 6 tries in that game, and that ended up being the difference tonight. So pretty much his recipe for success for the Indians, stay out of the box.
Yeah, stay out of the box, and then if you get in the box, find a way to kill it. Tough with a lot of the skill guys that Mars have. I know it's always hard to judge just by looking on paper, stat-wise, at who's doing what, because a lot of these kids play on travel teams and miss some games, miss time away from their high school team here. But this should be interesting. It seems like both rosters tonight are pretty much full, and an even matchup last game, even in the standings. We're in for a good one here to start off the doubleheader.
Planets come in off of a 3-3 tie against Mount Lebanon. That game was on last Monday, January the 23rd. Planets, as Cory mentioned, senior night here, so all the seniors getting recognized before this contest. Warrendale come in. Lost Monday, so the Shaman AA crop right now conference 12-1 overall record, 25 behind them. North Hills and Mars, while division while North Hills is secure themselves a postseason berth as well. We ready to face this one off left to right. The host Planets will move. They are decked out in these white jerseys with the blue and gold. The Indians, the visitors will rim. And we get ready to get this one away. Matchup to our right for North Hills. We'll see Alec Bowles. And to our left for Mars will be Tyler Sprang.
Foles just go down 30 in white and 32 in red. Pretty even on the year, contesting-wise. Numbers, wins, goals against, very similar. We'll see who has the upper hand here tonight.
And underway we are here from the Baierl Complex in Warrendale. With the puck, it will be the Indians moving it down into the Mars zone, and we get a whistle here early on. And a hand pass against the Indians that will take that one out of play. As we get it started early.
They have 2 shots up already. Credit with 2 shots for North Hills.
Might be a falsehood to see if the shot clock works. Planets win the defensive zone face-off, and here they come breaking it out. Left to right, it's going to be for the Planets, Keaton Hanna. Cross ice pass to the circle, shot to the net taken there by Braden Hanna. He fires wide. Puck into the far corner after it there is Matt Berner. And Berner breaks out, comes across center red, checked on the play by the Planets, Noah Raimundo, and then Mars will send this one out of play, and we'll have a neutral zone face-off 36 seconds into this opening period. No score here yet. We mentioned the implications on this one with the playoffs. Both teams in the mix trying to get their footing, their solid footing on a playoff berth, respectively. Here comes a breakout for the Planets. 2-on-1 back the other way. It's Grod on the left side. Shot to the net. Blocker save made by Voles on a great opportunity there. Tyler Grod got the shot, and Voles had to come up with a save.
Interesting opportunity there. 2-on-1. Nice decision by Grau has left that whole side open for him to take the shot.
Here comes Grod again. Centering feed. One-time try goes just wide as Sean Newman on the doorstep put it up and over the net. Mars right now getting some scoring opportunities in the early going. Couple of good saves by Alec Voles. North Hills back the other way. It's Jesse Wiedemann. Wiedemann chipping it up the left side. Alex Krause will give chase after it there. Behind the Planets net, Braden Hanna playing it to the left side, out beyond the reach of Brendan McGrath, and back into neutral ice. North Hills will play it back into the Mars zone. Minute and a half into this opening period. No score yet. There's a chance now for Jared Taylor. To the net, glove saved by Voles on the rising wrist shot as Voles flashes the leather to flag down that offering. Good opportunity for the Planets, but Voles equal to the task.
Great little one touch there at the blue line by Jared Taylor. A little backhand touch to himself. Got a nice shot off from the top of the circle, but Voles was in perfect position from the get-go.
Taylor banging into his own man and knocking Tyler Grod down. That's going to give North Hills the opportunity to bring it back the other way. Here comes Stanton with the puck. Wrister to the net, and scores! Kind of a fluky goal. Spreng was handcuffed on it. And North Hills strikes first on that shot there. Alex Krause, I believe, will be the goal getter. As he and Stanton came back. And the Indians, 1:55 into this opening period, take the 1-0 lead.
Yeah, I think that is Krause who got the little drop pass there from Stanton. It looked like that shot was a bit of a knuckler that just handcuffed Spreng. He'd like to have that opportunity back, but nevertheless, the Indians on the road technically get the 1-0 lead.
Krause will score his 4th of the season. And here come the Indians again. Shot back to the net by Jared Warwick. And the pad save made by Spreng. Breakout try here for the Planets. Up the left side, Raimundo 1-on-3. Now as a trailer. Raimundo goes to Hanna, and his shot is blocked by the counterpart in 44, Matt Berner, as Keaton Hanna was trying to fire that one back to the blocker side, and he did have Vols leaning the wrong way.
Great positioning by Berner defensively, and look at him move with the puck in his own zone.
Here comes Berner, giving it away. Good play by Skersey, but the puck still comes out of the North Hill zone, and gave Ian Keller the opportunity to backhand it all the way to the Planets net. Spreng will take no chances, putting the glove on top of the puck and holding for the draw. Face-off in the Mars zone. 14-16 left here in period number 1, and a 1-0 North Hills lead on the goal by Alex Krause.
Krause's 4th of the year gives him 7 points, 4 goals, 3 assists. Pretty solid numbers for a defenseman every other game, basically.
Face-off won by the Indians. In tight shot, and Taylor Spreng just used his head to deny that opportunity by Jesse Wiedemann. Used the forehead of his mask there, Cory, to actually headbutt that one away from the net.
Doesn't matter what you do as long as it stays out of the net, right? And I'm sure Tyler Spreng just shook it off a bit.
There's a little bit of a soccer keeper in him there, getting the head on it. Save made. North Hills early on in this game with a decisive 6-3 advantage in shots. Through center red. Indians clog play up. John Siebert with the puck. Scrum here in front of us. Grau takes it away, breaks the zone, trying to get around Siebert. Grau gets to the corner. Puck played backwards there. And here come the Indians out of the zone again. Sam Urbanek 1-on-2, going to chip it to himself. Chasing back behind the net there against Hudson Finn of the Planets. Around the near boards with it is Wiedemann. Wiedemann trying to send it back to the point, but it's taken away by the Planets. Zachary Corbel. Corbel goes across ice. Sean Newman will backhand it into the North Hill zone as the Planets get fresh troops on with 13-15 left here in the opening period, down a goal. Back into the North Hill zone. Siebert stood up by Kiefer right at the blue line. Siebert will get a second crack at it, and will chip this one across center red. Austin Isley will give chase for it. Back the other way, the Planets with the steal. Adam Musser over to the left side. Trying to feed it back towards the net there was Jared Taylor. Blocked down by North Hills' John Siebert. Big collision in front of the penalty box as the Indians play it back into the Mars zone. Physicality picks up a tad here early in this game.
Yeah, Siebert went back a little slow to the bench there. Took a pretty good shot right in front of the box.
Braden Hanna takes a man hard to the boards right in front of the Mars bench as he took Carl Petrix into the wood. North Hills, though, with the puck. Krause looking for number 2. Wrist shot fired wide as he spins out of the near circle and looked to the go blocker side. Krause misses the net, but a great opportunity. Mars going to send this one the length of the ice. And the icing call against the Planets brings the faceoff back into the home team zone to our left. 12-17 left here in the opening period. North Hills up 1-0 on the Alex Krause goal.
See so many times in high school hockey, it's not like the NHL where the icing keeps your same guys out there. Sometimes here in PIHL, that's just a way to get fresh legs onto the ice. I thought Braden Hanna made a smart move there just to get it out as Krause was buried his second.
Comes a chance for the Planets. Back now, Noah Raimundo down the left side. Hard wrist shot fought off as Vols got it with the cuff of the glove and kept it out of the net. Raimundo now behind the net, looking it over. Sends it in through the slot, ends up coming out to the left point. Blast through traffic, blocked there as Jarrett Warwick gives up the body to block that rip from the left point by the Planets' Pat Roach.
Warwick's hurt, man. He went back to the bench. Taking one for the team. He'll have a welt on the side of his leg after that one.
Yeah, to borrow a line from the Briscoe brothers, he manned up. North Hills regrouping back in their own zone. A 7-4 shot advantage for the Indians. 11:30 left here in the opening period. And the visitors on top, 1-0. Alex Krause getting the only goal of the game. Puck played behind the North Hills net. Keaton Hanna upended a bit on the play, and he draws a penalty. So we'll see our first power play chance of the night, and it will belong to North Hills, as it looks like Nathan Soroka is going to sit down for tripping, and Mars will go to the man advantage with 11:18 left here in the first period.
Thought that was the right call, Matt. It looked like the leg got stuck out a little bit by Soroka and negated Hanna from going right by him. Would have been an odd man opportunity there for Mars, but now they get the man advantage.
Face-off won by the Planets. They control the puck. Raymundo at the point, and a good defensive play by North Hills as Wiedemann forced them back into the neutral zone, and Mars will set it back up again. Again, the only goal of the game was Kraus from Dan Stanton coming 1:55 into the first period. Raymundo with speed, going to dump it into the corner, trying to get around two defenders. Matt Berner, though, steady for the Indians, plays it, but it's kept it at the point. Roach here on the right side looks it over. Roach going to go to the top of the circle. One-time shot coming, blocked in front by Berner on the shot taken by Keaton Hanna. And now a shorthanded chance, almost back the other way, but a good job by Roach to get back and prevent Stanton from generating any type of offense shorthanded. Good neutral zone play there by the Indians, and Berner's been solid on the blue line tonight.
That's what you talked about in the pregame, Matt, about talking with Coach Kelchner about last contest, 3 power play goals for the Planets. It's the first opportunity for North Hills to stop that.
Raymundo in, shot blocked by Berner. Graf finds the rebound, plays it to the corner. Berner in there with it. Berner tries to clear it out, and stepping in on the play is Keaton Hanna from Mars. Hanna drifting up the far boards, back to Raymundo at the point. Raymundo shot through traffic, save made and held on to his Vols through the screen. Able to grab that one against the crest of his jersey there, Cory, and hang on for the face-off. So Vols has been sharp so far.
Really sharp, and again, it's all positioning. I mean, right there, perfect placement. I think that one ticked the bottom of his mask, and you see Vols going to have to make an adjustment out there now. But again, top of the crease, cut off the angle. It's a straight-on shot, but so many times you give away so much of the net, the deeper you sit. And Vols came out to cut off the angle perfectly and took the shot right on the chest.
3 keepers have seen action for North Hills this season. Vols right now the go-to guy with the most games played. Dominic Porco, the backup, has 5 decisions, and unfortunately Dylan Clark is done for the season. A concussion has ended his campaign. He also had played in 3 contests earlier this season as well. So injuries have taken their toll on the Indians. Long shot from the faceoff. Finn gets good wood to it, and Vols sees it all the way and absorbs it and holds for the draw as well. But to go back to the injuries, not only is Clark out with the concussion, but Shea Jones also lost for a concussion for the Indians as well. Nathan Waters, Virgin, just back from a shoulder injury. He's dressed tonight, but probably won't play much either. These are all 3 of those guys. When I saw North Hills earlier this season on the PIHL face-off at the beginning of the year at RMU, all played vital roles for this Indians team. So injuries are tough, Cory, and coming down the stretch like this, it really makes it hard for that playoff push. But this penalty kill's been good so far as the Indians, John Siebert, sends this from the length of the ice. 10 seconds now left on the Mars man advantage. Braden Hand up the right side, going to Corbel. Gets past him, and Siebert going to track it down. Siebert tries to reverse direction here. In the slot, the puck found by Warwick. He'll slap it off the near boards, and the penalty to Nathan Soroka is over. And the Indians kill the first power play chance for either team of the night. Up the right side with it, Liam O'Neill.
A relatively easy kill for the North Hills Indians, too. They fought off. Other than that one shot from Raymundo, that was the only time Vols was really tested. Finn had another point shot, but Vols has answered the bell, and North Hills Indians have as well on the PK.
Got a piece of equipment there in the circle, unless someone lost something there. And it's going to be a chance for Raymundo back the other way. Goes to the forehand. Stopped by Vols! Wow! Raymundo went backhand to forward to try to beat him glove side, and Vols' denial seems it had to come. The lyrics were by 7, thus the save by 32 in red.
Vols, again, just didn't let Raymundo fake him out there. Raymundo, pretty impressive steal right at the blue line, used his speed, went backhand, forehand, but Vols, again, that's the second time, Matt, we've seen that glove hand strong.
And Raymundo, we talked about his numbers, Cory, being one of the leading scorers for this Planets team. I believe he is the leading scorer on the Planets, second leading scorer on the Planets team. But he's a good player, and he's been around the PIHL for a while. And Vols with a big stop there. Raymundo thought he had him turned inside out. Great backhand to forehand move. He tried to tuck it in glove side, and Vols again flashing that leather to rob Raymundo for the second time with the mitt tonight. Puck played back into the Mars zone. Trying to find the puck for the Indians was Matt Berner. It's going to be Raimundo taken off the other way. Here he comes. Big wrister coming. Pad save made by Voles as it gets the left leg out on it. Norris from the right point for the Planets. Down the near boards. Hanna tries the center. That being Keaton Hanna. Has it taken away by Nathan Soroka. Soroka moving the puck ahead, looking for Sam Urbanek. Planets will bring it back the other way. Up the left side. Stood up at the line. Good defensive play there by Austin Isley. And then Isley gets tangled up with the Mars player. He and Skersey battle. And we got some pushing and shoving between Urbanek and Hanna at the blue line as well.
Yeah, Urbanek was the one that hits Skersey right after the whistle. It was kind of simultaneous as the whistle was blowing, hit him from behind, and obviously Skersey didn't like that. Then Hanna jumped in. It was a good job by the officials to clear that out before anything escalated.
Good job by Jesse Wiedemann for North Hills, too, to kind of step in between his teammates there and say, fellas, we got to stay out of the box. That's what cost us last time. And he got things under control. As we see North Hills trying to battle back into their own zone. The Planets were being outshot 6-3 not that long ago. They now have the edging shots by the count of 8-7. Berner, coast to coast flying, fires to the net, shoulder save made by Sprang. Puck over to the far corner. Jared Taylor takes it, tries to bring it around here to the near side. In control of the puck are the Indians. It comes back to Berner at the left point, able to get around Kiefer. Berner out of the circle. Berner tries to go to the net, defended well in the play as the Planets' Hudson Finn took it off of his stick. Stanton behind the net. He has an assist on the only goal of the game, setting up the Alex Krause tally. But the Planets able to break out. Up the left side for Mars. Here comes Braden Hanna. In front, Taylor shot blocked. Berner gets in front of it. Follow-up try. Pad save made as Musser threw it back to the net and Voles closes the 5-hole.
Right away, again, Voles perfect positioning. That's why he made that save at the top of the crease. A little bit of a late reaction, but the positioning was the reason that the save was made.
Puck ends up hitting the rafter here, and we'll have a face-off in the North Hill zone. 6:47 left here in period number 1. Indians lead the Planets by the score of 1-0. Only goal of the game coming a minute and 55 seconds in. Alex Krause. The assist to Dan Stanton on that one. But the difference in this game so far, Cory, has been number 32 in the net to our right. Alec Voles has been stellar here so far in period number 1.
9 saves. I think 6 of them have been rather difficult, to be honest. 6 that he's really had to make that extra effort to keep out of the net.
Mars with the puck up the left side. Newman trying to break the zone. Sending it to the red line. John Siebert feeding it through the circle. And from center, Jared Warwick will take it back. Jared Warwick back behind the net. Gets the return pass. Tries to bring it out. Good defensive play by the Planets. As Mars, Ryan Norris going to chip this one ahead. Newman gives it a run. Let's take it down. It's really not a run, since it's not soccer. He gives it a skate. And a big body check right in front of us as Jeremy Zimmer introduces himself to Ryan Norris, and Norris did not like the introduction.
Not at all. Norris got popped right back up, but Zimmer, I think a little bit of a smirk on his face as he skated by. He really got the best of Norris that time.
Off the left side, Siebert moving it ahead now to Zimmer. Zimmer breaks the red line, dumps the puck in, and actually he did not break the red line, so it's going to be icing, and we'll bring the face-off back into the visitor zone to our right.
5:39 to go here in the first, man. I really got to say, you can tell that this is nearing playoff time in the PIHL. The pace is terrific here tonight to start off the first period. You got to love where it's at right now. Makes it a lot more fun for us, too.
Yeah, two teams that definitely are able to put pucks in the net. Problem is they've let a lot into the net as well. And kind of like I said, middle of the pack right now, but battling for the playoffs here. Of course, you're home for the PIHL Penguins Cup Championship is the MSA Sports Network. Not only is there madness in March, some great high school hockey coming up here in 2K17 as well. We'll be here for the entire ride. Here comes the Indians back trying the spinorama. There's Wiedemann, and he gets taken down. And looks like we have a penalty behind the play.
Yeah, Wiedemann was frustrated at his legs getting taken out from under him, so as the puck went outside of their defensive zone, and Mars, he hit Braden Hanna, and he's going to get a retaliation penalty. I really thought that something should have been called beforehand, though. I mean, Wiedemann flat out got his legs taken from under him.
Yeah, Wiedemann tried to go to the spinorama and ended up just getting spun down to the ice. Thought there should have been a penalty. Frustration gets the best of him, but Cory, as a lifelong hockey fan, and you know this as well, second man is always the one that gets caught.
Always, and that was the case-by-case example right there of Wiedemann just taking the frustrations out on the other team, and What you just said last time around, Matt, about staying out of the penalty box. Well, this is the second time already that the Indians are in it.
Wiedemann, as one of the guys who was good on that penalty kill, is going to sit this one out. And here comes Raimundo, trying to go through everybody. Raimundo loses his edge at the top of the right circle. Stanton trying to force the puck back, knocks Roach down, but Skersey able to regroup and get it, slaps it to the boards, but it's scooped up by John Siebert. And he'll send the length of the ice. 25 seconds killed in this second power play try of the night for the Planets. Score remains 1-0 in favor of the Indians. Alex Kraus, the only goal, 1:55 seconds into it. 4:35 left here in period number 1. 1:25 left on this Planets power play. Pat Roach trying to drop the puck back, looking for Will Skersey. Back to the left point, cross point pass to the right side. Raimundo drips to the top of the circle, now brings it back. Raimundo pushing it back behind the net. After it there is Roach. Roach trying to find a man on the far side of the net. Skersey digging it out as he battles back there with Matt Varner. To the left point, they try that little chip pass from Hannah to Raimundo on the point-to-point tip again. Cory, this time it comes out of the zone. Raimundo in, he stood up on a good body check by Siebert, who brought some thunder. That gives Varner the opportunity to climb for the ice. But I tell you what, Matt Varner on the blue line has played very strong here in this first period.
Along with the captain, Siebert. Physical play is up. Defensively, they're getting sticks in the way.
Hannah comes in, tries to fire. As Cory says that, Varner gets a stick in the way. Another good body check as Hannah gets stumped right there by Jeremy Zimmer, who's not been shy about throwing the body around. Hannah drags to the net, Foles with the save. Great. At the right point, shot through traffic. The door and keeps the Planets off the board with 19 seconds left on the power play. Alec Voles, a red and white wall right now, stopping everything.
Will Skersey got a stick in there afterwards. Voles didn't like that one bit. 19 skated by and gave him a little slap basically to say, like, hey, give us a break here. 12 saves already with 32.
Voles had that puck between. Zimmer and company have kept them off the board. Centering feed right in the slot. And it's Warwick this time who gets down to block it.
Boy, this Matt, sorry to cut you off there. This penalty kill that you talked about last game being the issue, I mean, that was terrific right there. The entire team was helping out and getting in front of the puck.
Big hit behind the net as out of the box was Wiedemann, and he got pummeled by Braden Hannah with a good hit on the end boards. Mars coming back the other way. Planets over 2 on the power play. Newman centers, has a man. It's Corbel down the slot, drags, backhand feed in front, blocked by Wiedemann, who gets back, and here come the Indians. We go back and forth now. Up the right side, Jeremy Zimmer breaks the zone, fires towards the net. And it's going to come around here now to where Warwick takes it. Warwick behind the net. Tries to put a move on a man, looking to center. Good defensive play by Nick Kiefer for the Planets to break that up. Zimmer will chase to the far wall. Backhand feed in front. Red there on the play by Roach for the Planets, and he'll bring it around here to the near side. Zachary Corbel having a hard time getting it out as Wiedemann puts pressure on. Ryan Norris moving it up the right side. Corbel breaks center red, dumps it in as the Planets get a fresh line out here. Mars coached by Steve Myers. Give him his credit as well. Fine job with the Planets last year. Cory, after Mars for many years being a powerhouse on the single-A level, made the jump to double-A and made it all the way to the Penguins Cup Championship. Raimundo to Hannah, one-timer, pad save made by Voles.
Got his stick right on front, the slide from right to left, impressive.
Mars generating a lot of offense here. Out shooting North Hills over the last span considerably. They have outshot them 10-2 over about the last 7 minutes. Hannah loses his stick. Skersey will bring it in, and then Hannah gets dumped on a play by Urbanek, trying to get the return of the stick. Back the other way, good collision at center edge. Stepping up there is Braden Hannah, and he sends Burner down with a good hip check. Physicality really picking up here in the final 70 seconds. And now we got some pushing and shoving as a North Hills player is felled along the boards. Isley knocked down Hannah, and then Isley just drops Hannah. Not a wise play by Isley, but Hannah did put his hand in Urbanek's face, and the official didn't call a penalty. Isley was felled by Hannah, so Isley didn't give him the chip tam. He just dropped him.
I am shocked that there was only one penalty call. Okay, is Isley going now, or is there really just one penalty call out of all of that that they got Hannah on the boards? I mean, there was, 5-6 hits that probably could have been called before then. He had skates getting tangled in the middle middle of the ice, right around the red line, and then Hannah took forever to try and find his stick. And then after his brother was hit in the corner, it was Keaton Hannah who tried to stir something up, and Isley just came over and leveled him. So they're going to get both of them. I knew there had to be something extra coming there, man. I mean, after the whistle,
Yeah,
there was
after the whistle.
4 or 5 hits after the whistle.
So Keaton Hannah to the box for Mars. Austin Isley to the box for North Hills.
And Braden Hannah as well.
So
for Mars.
That'll be the extra penalty. It'll be Braden Hannah's penalty, and that will be the North Hills power play for the first time tonight.
Yeah, it was Braden Hannah for elbowing in the corner, and then it was Keaton Hannah and Isley who each got roughing after the whistle.
Okay. 1 minute left in the period, so if the Indians don't score, they'll have a little bit of time to work with in period number 2. Urbanek, who pretty much stirred the whole situation up when he flattened Hannah when he lost his stick. Hey, got to have those sandpaper guys out there, Cory, that'll get under your skin, and it got North Hills a power play. It took a while, but the irritation factor did factor in.
And now he's on the power play, so maybe a Scott Hartnell type.
Let's not curse that poor kid like that. North Hills with the puck. Urbanek battles to the corner, comes back to the point. Siebert can't keep it in, and a shorthanded chance almost back the other way by Nick Kiefer, but cut off on the play by Brendan McGrath. McGrath brings it back, crosses the Planets blue line, 21 seconds left in the period. McGrath trying to center, and it's chipped away. Good defensive play made by Nick Kiefer, who's been solid on this PK so far for the Planets.
Yeah, 2 big plays there from Kiefer, both just getting his stick in the path of the pass.
Burner, one last rush here into the zone. Rising shot off the cuff of the glove, bounces back out into the far circle. Burner after it, 2 seconds left, scrumming against the boards there with Roach. And the horn sounds to end the first period of play. A little bit chippy here at the Baierl Ice Complex in Warrendale, but an exciting 17 minutes of hockey for sure. And your score after 1, it's North Hills 1, Mars nothing. We'll take a break and be back. You are listening to and watching PIHL High School Hockey 2017, brought to you by the Tribune Review, only here on the MSA Sports Network.
Chatham University in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania is located on a stunning campus in the middle of a city of 70,000 college students. We offer challenging academics with over 40 majors, superb career preparation, and over 60 clubs and organizations. From the Literary Magazine and Drama Club to the League of Student Voters and pre-professional organizations. We also offer 16 Division III men's and women's sports, including men's ice hockey, starting in fall of 2017. For more information, visit chatham.edu/explore. Own your piece of hockey history with a Penguins game used jersey. Visit J&J Distributing at www.jjdistributing.biz and check out one of their largest selections of Penguins game-worn jerseys from your favorite Pens, past and present. Or call 724-752-1556. J&J Distributing buys, sells, and trades some of hockey's most prized possessions, including the Penguins game-worn jerseys, Penguins practice jerseys, minor league jerseys, and new and game-used equipment. Browse their inventory today at www.jjdistributing.biz.
Right now.
Back here at the Baierl Ice Complex in Warrendale, period number 2. Getting underway here between the Mars Planets and the North Hills Indians. North Hills on top by the score of 1-0. Alongside Cory Campano, Matt Vandriak, center ice with you. And we thank you for tuning in to listen and watch the PIHL on the MSA Sports Network. North Hills with the power play to start period number 2. Indians with the puck moving left to right. Leading 1-0 with it. Shot towards the net, looking for the redirect. Burner went there as Siebert tried to feed him, and it goes just wide. Puck taken by Roach. Short-handed, try back the other way. Goal! No, it didn't go in.
Off the post and then floated right back to Vols. And Vols
Tyler
covered it up
Graw,
behind him.
short-handed. The Mars fans thought that he beat him, but it hit the post, I guess, and did not go in. And then Vols found the rebound. You see Vols giving the post a lot of love down there as we get the second period underway.
Yeah, he did beat him. It's funny that you say that. I mean, he did beat him flat, but hit the post behind him and bounced right back out. And Vols the wherewithal to reach his glove back there again, Matt, behind him and actually stop that puck from floating back across the red line.
So with the puck now. Trying to get this side here to work, and I'm technologically inept. On the left side, power play over, trying to break the zone is Liam O'Neill. Center, shot to the net. Good save made by Sprang in traffic as he got the left hand up to knock that one down. Puck played all the way back to the North Hills net.
Again, Urbanek behind the play, stirring things up, touch Skersey.
Raimundo makes the steal. 2-on-2 back the other way. Top of the right circle. Shot on Voles with the save. And this time, no post needed. Voles keeping it out of the net. Puck coming around here to the near side. Ending up back in the Mars zone. Roach challenged on the play by Wiedemann. Able to clear. Back into the neutral zone. Urbanic battling there against Taylor. Urbanic puts the hip into Taylor. They battle here right in front of us. Urbanic goes one step too far. And he's going to sit down for roughing. As Urbanic and Taylor battled. And Urbanic tried the old Iron Mike short forearm shiver shot there, and it didn't work very well because it's not legal in high school hockey, and he's going to sit down for roughing. That was pretty blatant.
Yeah, and that was funny because really he just hip-checked Taylor, and then Taylor kind of reacted, didn't like the hit, but then Urbanic took it a full step further. As you saw, that was couldn't have been a better view for us right in front of us here, Matt. And
yeah,
Urbanic is rightfully so serving 2 minutes.
That's a penalty that if you're North Hills, though, you don't need to take because you have the lead, and your penalty kill's been impressive. But again, like last time, how many chances can you give the Planets before they break through? And Mars almost had a shorthanded goal to start this second period when Gra hit the post behind Alec Voles. Planets with the puck, trying to center. 15-17 left here in period number 2. 1-0 North Hills in the lead. Only goal of the game came 1:55 in off the stick of the Indians' Alex Krause.
Skersey with a big hit behind the play there. Took out Liam O'Neill and almost went into the Mars bench.
Roach trying to drift around the defense. He's able to get around his man Siebert. Roach in tight, tries to wrap around, save made Voles. And the Indians able to clear it out. Good job down there by Dan Stanton as he'll send it all the way back here into the Planet's end. There comes Mars back the other way. They have 1 minute and 10 seconds of power play time to work with. They're going to touch up and get back on side. And that gives the Indians the outlet and the opportunity there for Liam O'Neill to send it all the way back into the Planet zone with 60 seconds now remaining on this third Mars power play of the evening. Raimundo all the way into the zone. Raimundo down the left side. Noah Raimundo going to go around the net all the way to the far wall. Raimundo comes back to the right point. Cross point pass from Hanna to Hanna. And it ends up on the stick of Keaton. Hanna trying to go back to Braden. Glove down on the play and cleared out on a good play by Jeremy Zimmer.
Smart play by Zimmer. No hand pass in your own zone. In his own defensive zone. Just realize, get it out. Make them regroup when they're on the power play.
Raimundo breaks the line. 30 seconds left on the power play. Drop pass there. Kiefer's shot ricochets off a man as it hit O'Neill on the right leg and almost redirected into the North Hills net. Puck out of play. Hits one of the signs on the far side of the rink. And we'll see who touched it last. They're going to signal for a neutral zone faceoff, so it's out off the Planet. It's a break there for the Indians, who have 23 seconds left to kill on the roughing penalty against Sam Urbanic.
Another instance, though, Matt, where you say, this penalty kill's been terrific. It's the third one in a row.
Well, Cory, the old adage in hockey is not only is the second man who usually gets caught, but your best penalty killer is always your goaltender, and Alec Voles has been superb here tonight.
In front of him, these last two, though, North Hill's really doing a nice job.
Thought that one was coming our way. I had the glove hand ready, even though I'm not wearing a glove, and it probably would have broke my fingers. That's a risk we're willing to take. Krause finds Wiedemann. Wiedemann to the net. Good save made there as he tried to go to the near post, and Sprang gets the left skate on it.
That's a big save there. You'd hate to give up a goal at the end of your own power play. Sprang, terrific save there. Keeps this a one-goal game.
Penalty over. North Hills has killed all 3 penalties against them. Here comes Berner. Nice move. Berner loses the puck with the soccer fade in front. Backhander saved by Sprang. Follow-up try kept out as well. Berner went straight up Pele right there. Little back heel pass using the skate right in front, but Isley could not beat Sprang, who stopped him in tight.
Yeah, and really I don't want to give a discredit to Isley because he made a nice play to touch it to his backhand and get a shot off there, but Sprang did a great job to slide from left to right. But how about Berner, man? The excellent play to just keep up with that.
He lost his stick. He kept on moving and made a great skate pass in front. Hunter Homick from the right point, throwing this one towards the net off the stick of Norris. Hustling after it now is Krause. Krause playing it all the way around, looking to go back to the left point. That's going to be too far for Siebert, who has to regroup into his own zone and turns it over. Back the other way, Hanna with a rising blast, and the keeper never saw it as flagging at it was Voles, but Keaton Hanna's shot goes up and over the net. Rebound coming around here to the near side. Homick going after it behind the cage. Mars puts it in front. 15-12 shot advantage for the home team. 13-9 were the shots on goal, Cory, after the first period, if you want to save that or remember that.
Little check behind the play again. Wiedemann stirring things up.
And Raimundo back the other way. Raimundo goes to the net, pulled down the play, puts it to the net, save made. And we might have a penalty shot here.
I don't think so. Didn't signal it right away. I think they're just going to get the slash or trip or whatever it may be. It was a clear takedown. And I don't know. You think that was worthy of the penalty shot? It looked like Raimundo had a step.
I think that, I mean, the rule, and it's the official's discretion, is that if you impede a player's progress in the act of shooting, it should be deemed a penalty shot, and obviously it did that, but Raimundo takes the slash. Vols still kept the puck out of the net.
Yep.
And then by him touching it, actually got the whistle. So if you're going to take a penalty for North Hills, that's a good one to take, because Homick was able to get enough of Raimundo to prevent that from being a clear-cut breakaway opportunity.
Now the fourth opportunity, correct, for Mars on
You
the
are
power
correct.
play?
Raimundo, give and go with Skersey. Back to Raimundo at the point. Coming to the left side now. Looking it over is Keaton Hanna. Hanna to Raimundo. Soft shot to the net goes wide. And Matt Berner tries to clear. Skersey able to pick it off along the far wall. Raimundo at the right point. Now to Hanna into the circle. Hanna walks in. Rising shot, and it's up and over the net and off the glass. Hanna sees something there. Cory, he's looking to try to beat Vols' glove hand. That's twice he's tried to beat him high glove side, but both times got a little too much on it. Now Zimmer back shorthanded for the Indians. Dumping it back into the Mars zone. 1:20 left here on the Planets power play. 11:23 remaining in the period. 1-0 North Hills on top. Hanna to Skersey. Breaks the Indian zone. Dropping it back to Roach. Roach in the slot. Tries to fire. Blocked by Zimmer. And now Stanton pushing it ahead to Zimmer. Good job by Roach to recover right in front of the penalty box and take that one away. Zimmer going to forecheck here.
Roach hit Zimmer. That should have been interference right in front of the North Hills bench. Clearly didn't play the puck.
That's what the coaching staff thought too. Roach bringing it back though. 50 seconds left on the Planet power play. Drops it back. Key for shot. Gee, love glove saved by Vols, and he holds for the whistle as Alec Vols makes another big shorthanded stop.
I like what you said earlier, Matt, about Keaton Hanna seeing something on that glove hand. I don't know what he's seeing, because that's the third or fourth time I've seen Vols just flash the leather. Every time they shoot it to that side, it seems like he's got it tracked.
17-13 shots in favor of the Planets. 46 seconds remaining on the Mars power play. Their fourth try of the night. 1-0 North Hills on top as Alec Vols. It's been a steadying presence, to put it mildly, for the Indians here tonight. Loose puck going to come out to the line. Good job there to keep it in by Hudson Finn. Finn will dump it down low. Sean Newman after it there. Newman going to bring the puck around, looking there for Zachary Corbel. And it's picked off by North Hills. Back the other way comes Liam O'Neill. 2-on-2 shorthanded. O'Neill with speed, trying to get around Hanna. To the net, a backhand try. Sprang makes the save, and we get a whistle. And a penalty coming up against the Planets as Corbel was forced to hook O'Neill, who was breaking towards the net.
I think it's actually the high stick call from back at the red line here. As soon as O'Neill picked it up, I'm not sure who the culprit is. Corbel is definitely hooked him down here. He might have been the same one, because Vols was sprinting as soon as the offensive player got across the line. O'Neill got across the blue line there, so it was a high stick call, but same man, Corbel.
So we'll go 4-on-4 for 16 seconds. Then North Hills will get their second power play try of the night. The Indians 0 for 1. Mars will now be 0 for 4 with the man advantage here this evening. Siebert down the right wing boards, has a man in front looking for Urbanek, but a good read on the play by the Planets Roach to break it up. Back behind the net, Ryan Norris will find it, has his pocket picked by Urbanek. Norris able to get it back. Siebert trying to chip it in along the near wall. Four-man scrum there. Graw in there against Urbanek. Puck freed up. And Urbanek trying to find Wiedemann, who gets knocked down by Roach. Siebert at the point. Puck comes out of the zone. Good pressure on the play by Mars Tyler Graw. 1:28 left here on the second North Hills power play. Urbanek, nice move to break the zone. Goes to the left side, bringing it down through the circle. Good wrister save made as Brendan McGrath found it. Sprang made the stop, and a little pushing and shoving afterwards as sticks fly in front of the Mars net.
The officials are probably having a tough time deciding on when they can and can't blow the whistle here, because it's been so chippy here in the second period. I mean, it seems like every single whistle you've got to watch for the next 5 seconds just to see what happens.
I'll give the officials credit. I think they've done a good job here, Cory.
Absolutely.
I mean, to a point, they have let some stuff go that, probably should have been called, but letting the players decide it. And we've seen a little bit of, I want to say, edgy hockey, but nothing too dirty, and I'm kind of a fan of that. So it's been good. Just let them go. And as they keep themselves in line, it's all good. Berner going to send it over to the left point. Trying to go in front to Wiedemann. And that one's cut off as the pass intended by McGrath is broken up. Burner going to chase back into his own zone, sending that puck over to the far side now. Brennan McGrath through the circle. Raimundo takes it away. Here comes an opportunity for Burner. Into the zone. Burner in the slot. Shot to the net. Pad save made by Sprang as Burner put the moves on there, but Sprang equal to the task.
We've been talking about Alec Voles all night, and rightfully so, but how about Tyler Sprang? Since that first knuckling puck went in on him that he'd love to have back, he's made every save.
Skersey shorthanded, fires long off the top of the stick of Voles. Comes around here to the near side. 40 seconds remaining on the North Hills power play. Siebert up the right side. Burner going to break the zone. Burner looks it over, drops to Urbanek at the top of the circle. Urbanek fakes the shot. Wants to push it down low, looking for Siebert. Urbanek knocks a man down, and he's going to go to the penalty box as he lost control of the puck, and then frustration gets the better of him as he trips up the Planets' Pat Roach, and Urbanek back to the box. So we will go 4-on-4 now for 29 seconds. Then the Planets will get power play try number 5, and abbreviated 131. North Hills now 0-for-2 on the man advantage. And to what we were talking about earlier, Cory, I like the sandpaper in the game of Urbanek, but much like Scotty Harden, he's crossed the line a couple times and taken a couple of bad penalties.
Yeah, I don't think you're ever going to let me live that line down. But
he plays for the Blue Jackets now. It's slightly more acceptable than wearing the orange and orange and black.
We got, another player going to the box here for North Hills? They just had somebody else go into the box as well.
I'm not sure what that might be an equipment issue. It looks like they're just going to work on the equipment there in the penalty box. So you did see correctly, but it's not a penalty situation. So 4-on-4 for 10 more seconds. Puck in the North Hill zone right now. Jarrett Warwick trying to find an outlet. Siebert trying to help. Grau keeps it along the far boards, and now Mars to the power play for a minute and 31 seconds. Siebert and Grau battle behind the net. Grau finds it, tries to wrap around, saved by Voles, and he'll hold for the whistle. Good work by Tyler Grau to generate that chance, but again, Alec Voles closes the door.
Said that quite a bit tonight. These goaltenders have been terrific. It's funny that we talked before the game about the scoring ability of each team, but also the ability of those teams to give goals up, and so far, just a 1-0 game with 8:15 left in the second. This has been a very long second period with all the whistles.
Coming up between periods, your scoring recap. Shot through traffic by Raimundo goes wide. I think Voles might have got the blocker on it.
Yeah, just a piece of it and just enough.
Puck cleared out by the Indians. After this second period of play, we'll have your Mount Lebanon Ice Arena scoring recap. And talking about these two goaltenders leads me to what comes up in the postgame when we have your Chatham University 3 stars of the game. Mars bringing the puck back into the zone. Pat Roach, he's hit hard over there as Zimmer puts him into the divider. Stanchion over there. Turnbuckle, whatever you want to call it. That hurts. Raimundo controls the puck at the left point. Through traffic, shot on save. Voles rebound! Where's it at? Loose in the crease. Voles dives back and it stays out. Golden opportunity in front for Grau, but he just couldn't get the stick on the puck.
Far official called a goal. Unless he called a penalty after the play, I couldn't tell. There was Roach coming in, and he either pointed forward for a goal or pointed for somebody to go to the box. He's going to go talk to the Mars coaching staff now.
Now wait till we see if they post it, but the shot to the net, the save was made.
Yeah, it's a penalty. It's a penalty. Delay a game. Maybe somebody hand pass in the crease.
I think it's going to go against the Indians for putting a glove on the puck in the goal crease.
Yeah.
Which, again, if this was the NHL, is a penalty shot.
Not in the PIHL, though. Just a penalty. And that's going to put a serious danger now on the Indian side of things. So we're going to have a 5-on-3.
So a great chance here for the Planets. 46 seconds of 5-on-3 time. But just to recap that play, Raimundo got that shot to the net. Voles made the stop, but the puck trickled through him. Voles was leaning to his right, had to dive back to the left as Grau tried to push it into the net, and that's when O'Neill covered it up with his glove. But a big face-off win by the Indians, and Wiedemann pushing it back into the Planet zone.
Yeah, Wiedemann, Siebert, and Burner out there, the three that you'd expect as long as they're out of the box. They've all been terrific on every penalty kill situation.
Raimundo drives to the net, taken down to the play. Good job by Wiedemann to stay with him and not allow the shot to happen. Wiedemann with the puck, and he'll send it the length of the ice, killing valuable clock. 18 seconds now remaining in this 5-on-3.
It's great hustle by 12 in red there. Got knocked down in front of his own net, got up and cleared it.
Up the right side, opportunity for Pat Roach. Roach breaks the zone, top of the right circle. Roach looking it over. 4 seconds left in the 5-on-3. Hanna back to the point. Raimundo drifts to his right. First penalty over. Shot, iron, follow-up try. Are you kidding me? What a stop by Voles, getting the right pad out. Mars controls. 64 seconds of power play time left now. And the Planets still buzzing with the puck. Raimundo at the left point, drives in, shot, goes wide. Graf finds it, Hannah in the left circle. Hannah looking it over. Hannah walks it back to Raimundo, shot from the point, and it goes wide. Loose in front, and Skersey can't turn it over as Berner gets a piece of that. Back to the point again. Raimundo fakes the slapper, hand in the circle, cross, ice pass, goes to everybody. Roach finds it, tries to find Skersey in the slot, but Wiedemann gets it for the Indians, and he sends it all the way back into the Planet zone with 30 seconds left here now in this power play.
25 saves now for Alec Voles, and half of them have been terrific, especially that most recent one, getting the right pad out.
Mars bringing it back the other way. Here comes a chance now for Braden Hanna. 17 seconds left on the power play. It was a 46-second 5-on-3. Hanna brings it to the right circle. Corbel wanted to shoot, has it taken away. Stanton can't get it out. Good move by Braden Hanna to get around a man. Hanna loses control of the puck, though. Battling forwards. Wiedemann, and he'll get it out of the zone. No, he doesn't. The officials say he kept it in, but a second crack, and Wiedemann sends it the length of the ice, and the Indians kill the 5-on-3. Mars, by my count, is now 0 for 6 with a man advantage.
You're correct, 0 for 6, and North Hills, they just start building momentum every time, man. You got to wonder when, it's that bend but don't break mentality, but so far 6 perfect PKs.
Up the left side, Warwick going to dump it in for the Indians. 5:08 left here in the second period. 1-0 the Indians lead, a goal scored way back when. 1:55 into the game. Alex Krause from Dan Stanton, our only tally so far. Indians with the puck. Good centering feed, redirect, Zimmer, score!
What a pass. What a pass by Jarrett Warwick.
Warwick from down below on the left side comes out in front, and Zimmer there for the redirect. The Indians strike with 4:58 left here in the second period. Jeremy Zimmer finds the net, and North Hills doubles the lead to 2-0.
I mean, that's it right there. You build all the momentum. As we just said, you kill so many penalties. That's going to give you a little bit of an edge. I think they're certainly feeding off their goaltender, too. And that time, nothing Spreng could do. That's just a beautiful backdoor cut from Zimmer, and the pass was right there from Warwick. All around good play for the Indians.
Zimmer's 5th of the season makes it 2-0 Indians. Here comes Keller back the other way. Opportunity for Ian Keller into the zone. Musser steps up and takes the play away for the Planets. Puck played back behind the net, and here comes the opportunity back the other way now for Mars trying to get out of their zone. Keller regroups. He'll take it here at center red. Then Graw will take it back the other way. Graw 1-on-4 back into the zone. Has the goaltender lean the wrong way, but Voles able to get back with the blocker and fight it off. Roach with the blast. Stick save, Voles. Over here to the near corner. Taylor trying to go down low. Graw going to work his way behind the net. Battling there against Sroka. Coming back to the right point. Norris dumping it back behind the net. After it there for Mars is Tyler Graw. Graw trying to wrap around. He can't get it in front. Loose puck comes all the way out, and North Hills will clear all the way back into the Planets end. 2-0 North Hills on top. First period tally by Ian Krause, and then a late second period tally. A great feed by Jarrett Warwick to set up Jeremy Zimmer for his 5th of the season. Planets play it back into the North Hills end. Sroka trying to clear. Up the far wall, good battle for it. Raimundo shot blocked down there. Big blast by Hanna, score! Keaton Hanna with the howitzer from the point puts the mesh in motion, and Mars breaks the shutout, and they cut it to a 2-1 lead. Braden Hanna, that is, with the blast.
Braden Hanna kind of just stepped up. It kind of was like, oh, well, I'm skating to that spot, and the puck ended up being there. And what a shot that he let go from the point. And in 26 consecutive saves for Voles up until that point, and they finally break him on the 27th. And really, man, it took a perfect placement type shot that time from Braden Hanna.
Yeah, Hanna really, as you said, Cory, just that puck through that traffic ended up kicking back to him where he was skating in, and he got full stride, full blast into that one and hammered it high over the goaltender. Voles sent the water bottle flying and get the Planets on the board with 3:32 left here in the second period. Mars has cut the North Hills lead to 2-1.
And you know that's a huge goal as we're narrowing down time here in the second period. That can totally change a game.
Skersey with the steal, trying to go to the right side, looking to make that pass to Keaton Hanna. And back the other way comes North Hills. Through center red, Indians trying to break into the Mars zone. Finn moving this puck ahead, goes to Will Skersey. Skersey slapping it off the boards, then Stanton takes him hard to the glass with a good body check. Back behind the net, it's going to be North Hills with the puck. Raimundo makes the steal, shot to the net, stick save made, and held on to by Voles, who will take no chances. Offensive zone face-off for the Planets. with 2:57 left here in period number 2. And North Hills up by the count of 2-1, but the Planets getting the last goal to cut what was a 2-0 lead in half.
It's been a great game. Back and forth, up and down pace, physical, good shots, good goaltending, got a mix of everything.
From the face-off, pushed right to the Planets net, and Vols will cut it off there. In the circle, face-off 1. Back to the left point, Roach with it, sending it down low, looking to find Sean Newman. Comes around to the far side, kept in by Grau, who's done a good job along the boards making plays like that. Tyler Grau behind the net, wants to find some room. Grau brings it here to the near side, going to send it back to the left point. Roach finds it. Roach slaps it off the near boards, back behind the net. Grau and Newman battling back there, trying to get the puck away from O'Neill. And a centering feed taken away by Isley, trying to get around a man. Good job by the Planets. Jacob Hulbert to keep it in. Grau trying to play it down. Isley chips it back to the right point. Kept in again. Centering feed in front, looking for Newman. Broken up. Good defensive play made by O'Neill. And that gives Zimmer the chance to bring it back. Zimmer going to chip this one onto the Mars net. And the goaltender Sprang will cover and hold. Draw coming up in the Planet zone to our right. 2:06 left here in the second period. And North Hills on top by the count of 2-1.
Important 2:06 here for each side. If you're Mars, try and get another one. They've been playing with such tempo this entire game. 29 shots. And with 2 minutes left in the second period, that's quite a bit. Let's see if they can tack one on.
Keller from the face-off just fires wide. I think that Sprang may have gotten a piece of it with the left pad. Keller tries to find it, kept in at the left point by North Hills. Brennan McGrath turning it back here through center red. Raymundo will find it there, trying to drop it to Skersey. Stanton makes the steal for North Hills, and he's taken out with a good hip check as Keaton Hanna drifts over and puts the backside out, sending Stanton to the ice with a solid hip check right in the circle. North Hills bringing it back the other way. McGrath trying to push it ahead to Stanton, going to come all the way into the Planet zone. Finn gives chase in front of his own keeper, now battling back behind the net with Stanton. Puck played around here to the near side. After it for North Hills is going to be Warwick. Warwick finds it, tries the center, puck broken up. Good opportunity by Braden Hanna. Hanna trying to come up the near wall. Raymundo helps him out as he pushes it ahead now to Keaton Hanna. Hanna and Raymundo 2-on-2 down the right side. Hanna rising shot, save made Vols. And he squeezes that rebound as well, controlling for the faceoff with 1:12 left here in the second period, preserving the 2-1 Indian lead.
Alec Vols at the top of the crease again. I like the decision there for Keaton Hanna towards the end of his shift. Throw it on net, see what can happen. But as I say that, really, the man that you want to throw it on and see what happens is not Vols right now. He's just been spectacular.
And the only one that's gotten by Vols was the heavy rip by Braden Hanna. He really let that one fly from the point, getting full wood into it. Steal, shot, save, rebound, kept out by Vols. He dives back with the stick. Alec Vols has been half man and half amazing here tonight, and there's another stop by number 32, diving back to keep that redirect from going in.
Vols a little slow to get up there. I think saw 4 teammates huddling around him to make sure he's okay after the game that he's played here tonight. See, taking the mask off here, something, maybe an equipment issue.
I think diving back, Corey, he might have caught himself a little bit with the butt end of his stick.
Yeah.
Trying to get back there and readjust the gear. Vols with 60 seconds left in the period comes up with a fine stop there. And that's a hard save to make on a redirect like that too. Roach with a shot, deflects up in the air. Vols can't find it, but his teammate's able to bail him out on that one. And here comes Wiedemann back the other way, pushing it ahead. Trying to find Alex Krause. And here's a steal by Grau. Breakaway, Grau to the net. Vols with the glove.
My God. I mean, my God.
I see a Butler County Sheriff's deputy loosening his handcuffs over in the corner because that save by Vols was robbery.
That's just unbelievable. Grau, again, that's the third or fourth time we've called Tyler Grau. Hit the post earlier, had him beat on the left side on the other post earlier. Then that time breaks past the defender, made a great one-touch play to himself at the blue line, and somehow Vols looked like he was going to poke check and still had the wherewithal to stay back enough to get the glove up and make the save.
31 saves for Alec Vols here tonight, none finer than the one that he just made. Warwick, lead pass to Wiedemann, breaks the zone down the left side. 30 seconds left in the period. Wiedemann throws it to the net from a tough angle, and it almost goes off of Sprang's back and in. Berner pinching at the point, keeps it in. Berner walks to the slot, rising shot off the stick of Berner, and he fires up and over the cage. Zimmer along the left wing boards. Back behind the net, Warwick. 15 seconds left. Warwick going to go to Berner at the point using the skate. Burner able to get around a man, drives towards the slot. Good job by Hannah, but Burner finds the puck, backhands it towards the net. Penalty coming up here, and we'll see what's going to go against. Got a high sticking call. Is this going against North Hills?
It is. It is. It might have been Wiedemann in the corner. I think he's the man going towards the box. That is the call, so big penalty with 5 seconds left, and that means if Mars doesn't do anything with this, Matt, then they'll start that third period off down 1, but with the man advantage.
The Planets, I believe, and I'll get this confirmed between periods, I believe this will be the Planets' 7th power play of the night.
I believe you're right.
And they have yet to score with the man advantage. Cross softly backhands it towards the net as the horn sounds to end period number 2. It's been an exciting 34 minutes of hockey so far here from the Baierl Ice Complex in Warrendale. Your score after 2, it's North Hills 2 and Mars 1. We'll take a break and be back with your Mount Lebanon Ice Arena scoring recap. Mars trailing North Hills by the count of 2-1 after 2. You're listening to and watching PIHL High School Hockey 2K17, brought to you by the Tribune Review, and it's only here on the MSA Sports Network.
Right now, when you refer a friend to open a new personal or business checking account at First Commonwealth Bank, you can earn a generous cash reward. It doesn't even have to be a friend. Could be a relative. Could be a Bruins fan. Could be that guy over there with the weird hair thing going on. It doesn't matter. Refer anyone to open an account and it will really pay off for you. They'll even get a cash reward themselves, no matter who they root for. First Commonwealth Bank, member FDIC. Learn more at a local branch or visit fcbanking.com.
Once again, the site to go to for PIHL High School Hockey is the MSA Sports Network. Not only can you listen to audio broadcasts online at msasports.net, but once again this year, MSA Sports will video stream 25 live and archived high school hockey games during the regular season, powered by the PIHL, Tribune Review, and Chatham University. Plus, MSA Sports has exclusive broadcast of the Penguins Cup playoffs. Your home for the PIHL is the MSA Sports Network.
People ask what drives me. It's the respect I have for my opponents, the trust I have in my teammates, a coach who treats me with dignity, and a university that has faith in me on and off the field. That's what keeps me focused, why I practice harder, play my heart out. I play to win. I play for Carlo. Tell us your story using #WhatDrivesYou. Carlo University, a proud sponsor of the MSA Sports Network.
The team at UPMC Sports Medicine doesn't just rebuild wrists and knees. They build better athletes. Athletes at every level who want to get stronger and faster and prevent injuries. Fact is, no other sports medicine program in the region is more experienced when it comes to treating, training, and inspiring athletes. UPMC, the official healthcare provider of the Penguins, Steelers, and you. Find out more at upmcsportsmedicine.com.
Hit the ice at Mount Lebanon Ice Center, offering the most comprehensive instructional programs in the area, including hockey, figure skating, and learn-to-skate classes for all ages and ability levels. Classes start soon along with senior and developmental hockey leagues. Mount Lebanon Ice Center also hosts Friday night teen skates and Friday after-school skates for younger children. Birthday party packages also available. Mount Lebanon Ice Center, serving the South Hills for more than 35 years. Call 412-561-4363 or go to mountlebanon.org.
This is Josh Roundtree from the PIHL Power Play Show at MSASports.net. Along with Kevin Zilmansky, we plan to bring you the best high school hockey talk in Western PA this season. We'll cover every classification, AAA, AA, Single A, and D2.
All right, D2, Gordon Bombay, Charlie Conway, the Bash Brothers,
Kevin.
Wolf the Dennis Stenson, the Flying V?
No, Kevin, it's Division 2.
It's Knuckle Puck time?
All right, it's Knuckle Puck time. It's the PIHL Power Play Show, sponsored by Chatham University, every Wednesday night, 8 o'clock at MSASports.net. Make sure to follow the MSA Sports Network on social media this season for breaking news, scores, links to our articles, and much more. Like us on Facebook at facebook.com/MSA Sports and get in on the conversation with thousands of local sports fans. Follow us on Twitter at MSA Sports and check out our YouTube channel, MSA Sports WPIL, for hundreds of video interviews with local student athletes, game highlights, and more. Whether it's Twitter, Facebook, or our websites, MSA Sports is the place to go for high school sports in Western Pennsylvania.
Back here at the Baierl Complex in Warrendale, Zamboni on the ice getting us a fresh sheet. Man, 34 minutes of high school hockey in the books here tonight, and it has been a fantastic battle between these two West Division AA rivals, North Hills and Mars. After two, the visiting Indians lead the host Planets by the score of 2-1 alongside Cory Campano, Matt Vandriak with you here on the MSA Sports Network. And Cory, before we break into the scoring recap, as we were talking about in the break there, this has just been a great high school hockey game so far.
It's been terrific. I don't know that I have seen a better hockey game 2 periods in the PIHL in the couple years that I've been doing this. I mean, this has been, and the funny part is it's 2-1. You see so many high school games, it's 10-9, 10-8. This is a 2-1 hockey game, but that scoreboard does not reflect the action that we've seen at all. It's been unbelievable.
With that, we'll break into our Mount Lebanon Ice Arena scoring summary. Mount Lebanon Ice Arena, the scoring recap here after 2 periods.
First period, North Hills got it started off 1:55 into the game. It was Alex Krause, his 4th goal on the season with the assist from Dan Stanton, his 4th assist. That made it 1-0 North Hills. That's all that there was at the end of one. Shots at the end of one were 13-9, though, in favor of Mars, and that man, Alec Voles, stood tall for all 13 of them. In the second period, North Hills took a 2-0 lead, 12:02 into the period. It was Jeremy Zimmer with his 5th goal, and the assist went to Ian Keller with his 9th assist, and Jarrett Warwick with his 13th assist and 17th point to lead the way for the North Hills Indians on the year. And then just a minute and a half later, 13:28, Mars finally, and I mean finally, broke the scoreless streak as Braden Hanna wired an unassisted slapper from the point that beat Voles on the high glove left-hand side, and that made it 2-1. That's where we stand at the end of 2. Shots were even more impressive at the end of 2. We actually have on the scoreboard, it was 19-9 in favor of Mars. We're looking on the site here, though. They have it registered, and Matt, you said at the beginning of the game, there were those couple shots registered that weren't registered, so technically we're going to go by this. Voles has 28 saves on 29 shots. Tyler Sprang on the other side, 16 saves on 18 shots. In our count there, obviously 29-18 in favor of Mars, but they trail 2-1 on the scoreboard.
And that is your Mount Lebanon Ice Arena scoring summary. What Cory was talking about there is that when the score clock came up, there were 2 shots already on the board before this play even started. So we had 2 phantom shots, which makes Voles look a lot better. He'll gladly take the 2 extra saves.
Yeah,
but
he's going by the scoreboard.
Yeah, he's happy to take those 2 extra saves, but Voles has really put the work in here tonight and has been the difference here tonight as well. Alec Voles has made some fantastic saves, and we've called his name with a lot of enthusiasm because his glove hand has been ridiculous here tonight, and both Raymundo and Tyler Graw and Keaton Hanna have found that out a couple of times. He stopped everything, and the only goal that got through was that big blast by Braden Hanna. But to look at that goal, he made the stop on Raymundo originally, but that puck just came off his gear and came all the way back with enough force that when Hanna was coming in, he was coming in straight from the point and got everything into its stride, and just let a big blast rip. And Voles, if he was in position, would have had a hard time stopping that one, but that was a howitzer.
And that's really the only type of shot that you saw that could have gotten by him tonight. That's how terrific he's been. Not to mention, there were 4 or 5 bodies in front of him when Hanna let that shot go. But, I mean, nevertheless, it was a great shot from Braden Hanna and a good goal for Mars. And didn't mention in that scoring recap, 0 for 2 on the power play for the North Hills Indians, 0 for 6 for Mars, and they're on their 7th right now as we're going to start the 3rd.
Yeah, they'll have 1 minute and 56 seconds of power play time to work with when this 3rd period gets underway. The Zamboni has completed its job. Teams are heading back on the ice, and we'll be back with your 3rd period of play. North Hills leading Mars by the score of 2-1. Period number 3 coming up. You're listening to and watching PIHL High School Hockey 2017, brought to you by the Tribune Review, only here on the MSA Sports Network.
When looking to replace your athletic field, choose ProGrass, first in turf. ProGrass has installed over 500 fields in the U.S. Getting the best artificial turf for your field depends on both the product and the partner you choose. That's why architects, athletic directors, and players choose the ProGrass Performance System. ProGrass maintains an active presence in the synthetic turf industry as members of the Sports Turf Management Association and the American Sports Builder Association, and is proud to be recognized as the FIFA preferred manufacturer. Call ProGrass today, 866-270-6003, or visit them on the web at www.progressturf.com. ProGrass, first in turf.
People ask what drives me. It's the respect I have for my opponents, the trust I have in my teammates, a coach who treats me with dignity, and a university that has faith in me on and off the field. That's what keeps me focused, why I practice harder, play my heart out. I play to win. I play for Carlo. Tell us your story using #WhatDriveSYou. Carlo University, a proud sponsor of the MSA Sports Network.
The team at UPMC Sports Medicine doesn't just rebuild wrists and knees. They build better athletes. Athletes at every level who want to get stronger and faster and prevent injuries. Fact is, no other sports medicine program in the region is more experienced when it comes to treating, training, and inspiring athletes. UPMC, the official healthcare provider of the Penguins, Steelers, and you. Find out more at upmcsportsmedicine.com.
Right now, when you refer a friend to open a new personal or business checking account at First Commonwealth Bank, you can earn a generous cash reward. It doesn't even have to be a friend. Could be a relative. Could be a Bruins fan. Could be that guy over there with the weird hair thing going on. It doesn't matter. Refer anyone to open an account and it will really pay off for you. They'll even get a cash reward themselves, no matter who they root for. First Commonwealth Bank, member FDIC. Learn more at a local branch or visit fcbanking.com.
Own your piece of hockey history with a Penguins game-used jersey. Visit J&J Distributing at www.jjdistributing.biz and check out one of their largest selections of Penguins game-worn jerseys from your favorite Pens, past and present. Or call 724-752-1556. J&J Distributing buys, sells, and trades some of hockey's most prized possessions, including the Penguins game-worn jerseys, Penguins practice jerseys, minor league jerseys, and new and game-used equipment. Browse their inventory today at www.jjdistributing.biz.
This is Josh Round.
Back here at the Baierl Ice Complex in Warrendale, getting ready to get period number 3 underway. North Hills and Mars. The Indians leading the Planets by the score of 2-1. And you're listening to and watching PIHL High School Hockey 2K17, brought to you by the Tribune Review, only here on the MSA Sports Network. He's Cory Campano. I'm Matt Vandriak. And Cory, what a fantastic 34 minutes of hockey we've seen so far. The Planets will have 1 minute and 56 seconds of power play time to start this third period.
And they're going to need every minute and 56 of it, because if they can get one by Alec Voles, this is a whole new hockey game. I keep saying that as it goes on. Voles just keeps making saves. But Mars, at the end of that period, looked like, okay, maybe they're going to break through and get right back in this.
Power play try number 7 on the night for the Planets. They are 0 for the evening. Difference in the first meeting between these teams, which was a 5-3 Planets win, was the aforementioned Mars power play, where they went 3 for 6 on the night. Mars regroups in their own zone. Fresh sheet of ice out here, left to right. The Planets moving in period number 3. Pat Roach coming through center red. Roach drifting all the way to the far side. Roach a little bit of a drop pass. Going to find Keaton Hanna. Hanna goes back to the far boards. Scursy handles to Raymundo at the point, and Raymundo can't handle that puck as it goes off the stick and between the skates. A little bit fast on the pass there with that clean sheet. Raymundo, here he comes trying to go through everybody. And it's taken away by Siebert, who slaps it back to center red. Roach going to go across the ice now to Keaton Hanna. Hanna breaks the zone, tries to get around him, and he does with the circle. Rising shot blocked, and then the rebound pushed over the net. Good job by Berner to block the shot, and then by Warwick to send that puck up over the net. 45 seconds left on the power play. Roach down low looking for Gra. Behind the net now, John Siebert sending it around to the far side. Matt Berner battling over there with his counterpart in 44, Keaton Hanna. Back to Raymundo. The puck comes to the left point. Raymundo looks it over. Scursy along the left circle, going to drift towards the wall. Scursy walks it out high. The circle redirects. Shot goes wide. Gra got the deflection, but he pushed it wide of the net. Roach backpedals now down the near wall.
Great play, Siebert. Siebert right on the wing. He lifted the stick, stripped it, and got it all the way down. That's what the captain does. Steps up at a big time for the Indians.
10 seconds remaining here on the 7th Mars power play. Puck comes ahead. Opportunity now for Newman, 1-on-2. Breaks the zone, shoots to the net. Blocker to side by Voles and into the meshing. We'll have a face-off in the North Hills end. 4 seconds remaining on the Mars power play. Voles comes up with another save. So that would be save number 29 on the night, if we're going by the official count.
Or 30, save 30. They're a couple
right.
ahead.
Yep.
They're 4 ahead, I believe.
I think so. I think you're right. Indians win the face-off. Zimmer pushes it ahead. And North Hills lucky 7th. If there's such a thing as taking 7 penalties being lucky, they've killed all 7. O'Neal with the puck back into his own end. Liam O'Neal moving this one ahead now to Keller. Ian Keller chipping it back into the Mars zone. Hustling after it now is Braden Hanna. Hannah trying to find somewhere to go with it. Keller pushes him against the end boards. Keller playing it around to the far side. Newman with the puck trying to go up the left wing. Breaking it out now. Here come the Planets back 3-on-3. Newman trying to chip it in. Looking to get that puck around Brendan McGrath. McGrath chases back. Both players tumbling down. Loose puck comes over now to Corbel. Corbel bringing it here to the near side. Comes back to Norris at the right point. Norris tries to shoot. Blocked in front by Zimmer. And then after it there for North Hills is Ian Keller. Keller with the puck. Moving it ahead now to Liam O'Neill. Here comes O'Neill through center red. 3-on-3. O'Neill into the zone. Gets around Raimundo as he chases the zone pass over into the corner. O'Neill to the right point. McGrath tries to fire and fans. Here comes Raimundo back the other way. Gets around McGrath. Raimundo trying to go through everybody. And a good job there by North Hills Ian Keller to make the stick check and bring the puck back the other way. Here comes Weedham into the zone. Norris gets some stick on the puck there. Forcing Weedham into chase in front. Chance for Zimmer. Save made by Sprang on that rising wrister. Tyler Sprang answers with the blocker.
That was a great play by Wiedemann from behind the net to throw that sneaky little pass out there. And Zimmer cutting to the net. Almost beat Sprang for the second time.
Opportunity back out here for the Planets. Turning with it is going to be Keaton Hanna. Hanna sending it all the way in. Hunter Homick after it there for North Hills. And here they come back. Break the other way. 3-on-2 if they hurry. Lead pass for Kraus, too hard. They're going to touch up and get back on side. Kraus ends up throwing his weight around a little bit as he drops Skersey at the blue line. Planets try to clear. Berner keeping it at the left point. Berner moving that puck down the wall looking for Zimmer. Sorry, that's actually Warwick with the puck. Warwick tries to bring it out. Big blast. Glove save. Sprang on the slap shot from the point taken there by Berner. Hanna bringing it back the other way for the Planets. Going to feed it back into the corner. And North Hills will regroup. And a chance back the other way. Stanton moving it ahead now. Looks to Warwick. Warwick can't handle the bouncing puck. And it gets away from him. Hudson Finn, a nice job to break it up for the Planets as well. Warwick battling on the left wing boards in the Mars zone. 12:40 left here in this third period. 2-1 North Hills in the lead. Indians maintaining possession right now. Puck played back into the corner. And will come all the way around to the far side. Jared Taylor bringing it over here to the near side. Hanna bumped by Kraus. Keaton Hanna who moves it to Braden Hanna and sends it back now to center red. Opportunity here for Matt Berner. Berner trying to get around Keaton Hanna, and the 244s do battle at the blue line. Hanna gets it back to center red. Berner finds the puck in the neutral zone, dumps it in. As North Hills gets a couple of fresh bodies on the ice, under 12 minutes now, 11:55 left here in this third period. 2-1, North Hills in the lead. Homick battling against Taylor. Taylor finds the puck. Into the circle, shot coming, blocked. Good job by Berner, who continues his stellar play on the blue line to block another.
Yeah, Berner's been just beyond impressive. Him and Siebert at the point, both of them have played a very, very strong game for North Hills, and you need that back-end defense help.
Isley takes the pass, breaks the zone. Wrist shot coming, goes wide. Wiedemann fires from a tough angle. Stick save made by Sprang. Wiedemann behind the net now goes to the right side. Finds Berner at the left point. Berner through traffic. Pad save. Sprang. Rebound. Cleared out. Good play by the Planets there. Nick Kiefer. Steal by Musser, but the Planets will be offside. That gives an opportunity for Berner to bring it back to the neutral zone. Berner bangs it off the near board, sending it into Planets ice. Up the left side. Puck played into the North Hill zone. Newman trying to push it towards the net. Berner, who else? There in front of his keeper again to find that puck. 32-21 the shots in favor of North Hills. I'm sorry, in favor of Mars. But North Hills leading where it counts most. 2-1 in the score department. Planets maintain possession in the North Hills zone. Corbel behind the net to Grau. Grau looks it over, puts it in front, over the stick of Raimundo on that feed, and Wiedemann for North Hills going to bring it back the other way. Here comes Hunter Homick. Sorry, actually it's 36, Ian Keller, who sends it back behind the net. Keller and Wiedemann trying to get something going offensively for the Indians, but the Planets shut it off. Roach bringing it back through center red. Roach able to get around Siebert. Siebert finds that puck, slaps it off the near wall, and he's going to send this one all the way back into the Mars zone. Length of the ice, icing the call against North Hills. Brings the faceoff back into the Indian zone to our right. 10-13 left here in the third period. North Hills leads by the score of 2-1.
Yeah, unlike that second period where it seemed like we had a whistle stop every 30 or 40 seconds. That was our first whistle in a long time here to start the third. But again, a lot of action, pace back and forth, and it's been very high all game, intensity margin very high. It's been a great hockey game.
Sure has. Scoring started 1:55 into the game. Alex Kraus for the Indians would score first. Second period tally was a good one. Zimmer set up on a beautiful feed by Warwick, made it 2-1 Indians, 2-0 that is Indians, before Braden Hanna's slap shot cut that lead to 2-1, and that's where we stand now with 9:45 left in the third period. Planets have gone 0 for 7 on the power play tonight. North Hills, Cory, 0 for 2, I believe, is what we had.
0 for 2, yep, okay. Correct.
Comes a chance for Braden Hanna. Feeding it all the way back into the North Hill zone. Hustling after it there is Brendan McGrath. Hanna brings it out. Hanna to Hanna, and the save made by Voles as Keaton goes to Braden looking for number 2. He tried to go 5-hole, but Voles closes the door and holds for the face-off.
That was Raimundo in the slot that let a rip there from the top of the circle, and really on a play that on the boards, Urbanic tried to get up the boards, and he kind of just lost the handle and ended up Keaton Hanna tipping it right to Raimundo. And again, Voles seeing it the whole way, gets to the top of the crease, cut down the angle.
Planets win the draw. Point pass going to come to Roach. Tries to go down the left wing side to Newman. Newman goes behind the net to Graw. Graw battling back there with O'Neal. Graw gets away from O'Neal, brings it out to the circle. Graw in the slot. Tried to turn it over, but defended well in the play. Stanton sending it all the way back into the Planet zone. Through center red after it here are the Indians. On the right side, good steal. Newman had to wait to make sure Graw was onside, pushing it in. Burner, though, there for the Indians again. Norris will pinch at the right point and keep it in. Puck goes off the backside of North Hills Carl Petrix, and Petrix able to move the puck ahead to Stanton. Stanton trying to drive towards the far boards, has it taken away by Roach, who then knocks Stanton down as he dumps it into the North Hills end. Puck fed into the far circle in Indians ice. They'll bring it back out into the neutral zone. Norris makes the steal, slapping it off the near boards. Corbel battling with Petrix. Petrix and Corbel shoulder to shoulder here along the boards as the battle continues. Wiedemann joins the fray for the Indians and finds the puck. O'Neal back to the point now. Matt Burner. Burner trying to get it out. Moves it ahead now to Stanton. Petrix chips it to him, and now it goes to Wiedemann. Wiedemann tries to shoot. Good recovery by Norris to block down. One puck goes to the far corner now with 8:10 left here in this third period. North Hill still on top 2-1. Battle for the puck in the corner. And after it there are the Indians. Four-man scrum.
Surprised there wasn't a whistle there. It took some time to get that puck out of there, and now we're going to ice it.
Yep. Raimundo sends it the length of the rink, and the face-off will come back into the Mars zone to our left. 7:50 remaining here in this third period. 2-1. North Hills leading. 34-21. Shots in favor of the Planets. And a big part of the reason why the Indians still hold that 2-1 lead is the guy in the net to our right, number 32, Alec Voles.
No doubt about that, man. It's just can't talk about it enough. I feel like it's saying the same thing over and over, but it really has been true how well he's played.
Keaton Hanna into the slot. Raimundo turning back in. Voles save. Follow-up try. Voles keeps that one out too. Alec Voles. Two more big saves right there as Mars presses here with 7.5 left in regulation. Down a goal. Centering try. Raimundo can't quite turn that one over. Good defensive play by Zimmer to get enough of it to send that redirect wide.
Trip behind the play not called. Hanna and Keller going at it.
Puck played back into the North Hill zone. Hunter Homick going to give chase. Raimundo battles there, and he'll win that foot race. Raimundo trying to play it up the near wall. Coming away with it here for North Hills is Zimmer. Zimmer gets around a couple of guys, but he's 1-on-4 right now, able to move it over to Urbanic. Urbanic in the right circle, and Hanna loses his edge. Trying to defend on the play, ends up sliding into the net, taking it off the moorings. Face-off will stay in the Mars zone to our left. 6:58 here, left here, that is in the third. North Hills leads 2-1.
Hanna, that was just went for a little ride there. He lost his edge, took the net with him. He was kind of chuckling as he got up. He'll go to the bench for a breather. That was a good shift there offensively for Mars. They have that big gun. They have Scarcy out there, Raimundo, Hanna. A lot of skilled players, but Alec Voles has really answered the call this entire game.
Face-off win by the Planets gives them the opportunity to move the puck out, and North Hills will turn it back in to the Mars zone. Circling with it is Jared Taylor. Taylor moving this puck ahead. Graw going to take the deflection from Newman up the left side. He has Corbel going to the net. Graw goes to Newman, shot safe. Rebound try. Where's it at? Blocked in front. Good play by Stanton, who's then knocked down. Roach trying to drive. Good job by Burner to take it away at the end of the circle. Puck played back Going to come out now to Corbel, and it's going to come out into neutral ice. Played back into the Mars zone. Go ahead, Cory.
That was a great setup on that right wing from Grau. Newman wide open in the slot. I love the decision to one-time there, maybe sneak one past Vols, but couldn't get it past. 40 shots up on the scoreboard now, maybe a little more than the actual total, but still, I mean, Mars is getting so many opportunities.
The actual count would be 37, so 36 saves for Vols here tonight. As Burner brings it back the other way. Right to left he comes. Just under 6 minutes left here in the third period. 2-1 North Hills on top. Decisive shot advantage for the Planets, out shooting North Hills by the count of 37-21, but North Hills leading on the scoreboard. Back through center, right it comes to the Indians. To the near side it is now. Matt Burner just content to dump it ahead. Kraus will deflect into the Planet zone, and Mars will bring it back through center red. Battle for it there, taken away by Wiedemann. Wiedemann trying to drive into Mars territory. Taylor will take it away. Taylor going to cross center red and just dump this one back into Planet's ice. Into Indians' ice, as both teams get some fresh bodies on the ice. Up the far side, O'Neal sends it into the neutral zone. Braden Hanna turns and slaps it back into the Indians' end of the rink. And Burner will regroup and drift back behind his own net with 5:10 left here in regulation. Isley can't get it out. Finn backhanding it in. And Burner will chase back behind the cage again. Burner ahead to Isley, breaks center red. Isley has the puck jump off his stick. Skersey helps to impede the play as well. Isley regroups, dumps it in, but Wiedemann blows a tire. Here comes Skersey back the other way now. Skersey to the net, wrist shot, blocker save made by Alec Voles as Skersey let it rip from the right wing circle. North Hills dumping it in, sending it all the way back into the Mars zone. Roach will pick it up. He's going to bring it all the way back. Roach rising shot, partially blocked. Good job, that is, by O'Neal to get a piece of it. And then sliding out of the net to the right is Voles. He'll cover and hold with 4:33 left here in regulation, protecting the 2-1 North Hills lead.
We talk about how many times they've tested glove hand side on Alec Voles. How about that time? Rip from the right slot goes blocker, and again he answers the call. And Skersey really got all of that one too. Thought he made a great play in the zone entry. Might have had a chance to go, but again, Voles was there.
Siebert going to just dump this one in here for the Indians. Puck comes all the way around to the far side. Raymundo battling over there as we see Petrix on for North Hills. Finds that puck along the wall and will dump it back behind the Mars net. 4:10 left here in regulation. 2-1 North Hills leads. Siebert just drifts back into his own zone, and he'll send it ahead to Zimmer. Taken out with a good hip check by Keaton Hanna right at the blue line. Zimmer recovers, though, and sends it across the rink and off the boards back behind the Mars net. Looks to me, Cory, like North Hills right now is content to go to a game of dump and chase and just keep the Planets away from the puck. Lead feed intended for Raymundo too far. Icing the call against the Planets. Brings the faceoff back into the Mars zone to our left with 3:50 left here. And North Hills still on top 2-1.
And things like that will certainly help their cause. You're playing a dump and chase game and then still force your opponent to take an icing. That's all you want to do is play in their end as often as possible. And that's really all they've done. When's the last that they've taken a shot? It seems in 4 or 5 minutes that they haven't taken a shot. And I think, as you said, Matt, they're just content with that.
Planets pushing it out. Homick going to try to outrace Newman down the far wall. Homick comes back behind the net, going to send it around here to the near side. Hustling after it there is going to be Warwick. Warwick moves it ahead to Wiedemann. Wiedemann chips it ahead. Opportunity back now for Ian Keller. Keller breaks the zone. Hanna tried to step on him, and Keller eludes the check and sends it behind the net to where Wiedemann finds it. Wiedemann going to the right wing boards, now tries to drop it behind the net, but neither Warwick or Keller were there to chase on, and that gives Mars the chance to bring it back. Corbel across center red, fires this one back towards the North Hills net all the way around to the far side. Homick with the puck, going to move it up the right wing side to Ian Keller. Keller trying to find somewhere to go. They're going to bring it back behind the net. Keller swinging it over here to the near side. Puck takes a bounce and is going to go the length of the ice. It does go on edge, and that's going to be icing against North Hills. So talking about a bad break, Cory, that puck hit the boards, and instead of softly sliding back into Planet's ice, it actually turned on its side and rolled all the way across the goal line. So icing the call against North Hills will give Mars an offensive zone draw here with 3:01 left in this third period, and the Planets down a goal.
Well, this arena's been around for a little while, so the boards, definitely a lot of hockey gets played on this thing too. So the boards have quite a bit of bounce to them. We've seen a couple times on shots past the goaltenders. They've got to be aware.
Long shot, hits a couple of things in front and deflects wide. I think the last thing it hit was the stick of John Siebert. All the way around to the far side. Pat Roach after it there. Roach bumped out by Urbanek. Puck ends up out of play. We'll see where the faceoff's going to be at, as they're going to signal it's going to be coming back to the neutral zone. Don't forget, coming up after the game, we will have your Mount Lebanon Ice Arena scoring recap, as well as your Chatham University 3 stars of the game. think I know one guy who's going to be on that list.
You think?
I think I got one guy in mind. Got an idea. Puck played, that is, back into neutral ice here by the Planets, sending it all the way back into the North Hill zone. And after it here are the Indians' John Siebert. He's going to move it all the way ahead into the Planets' territory. Pat Roach moving it forward now. Roach comes across center red. Going to chip it ahead to Raimundo. Raimundo moves it ahead. Raimundo back there against Siebert. Playing it here to the near wall. Keaton Hanna and Skersey battling. Hanna had it for a second. Siebert follows up. Hanna gets it back, throws it towards the net. Voles puts the paddle down and then covers with the glove as Raimundo was bearing down on the net.
Just seems like Raimundo's been everywhere tonight, but has not gotten a tally. Very talented player, wears the C for Mars. I know a couple times last year when I got the chance to broadcast Mars, he was not there due to traveling team obligations. He's a kid that really knows the game of hockey very well. He's smart positionally, and he can fly. Just hasn't gotten one on the board tonight.
Here comes Wiedemann back for North Hills. Rising shot, he scores! Jesse Wiedemann puts the mesh in motion as he beats Sprang with a rising wrist shot. And with 1:54 left, we don't need flow. We got some insurance out there off the stick of Wiedemann.
7th goal of the year, and I'd go out, I haven't seen the other 6, but I'd go out on a limb to say that was one of the more impressive ones as he rifled that thing over the right shoulder of Tyler Sprang. I thought Sprang played that pretty well. Came out, there was one spot for Wiedemann to score, and he hit it.
Wiedemann puts it home, and North Hills has a 3-1 lead with 1:53 left here in this third period. The insurance marker, perhaps, for the visitors. Played back into the North Hill zone. Off the glass, it's Berner trying to move it ahead to Keller. Puck is cut off by Hudson Finn. Wiedemann makes the steal. He's looking for more. Wiedemann trying to go through everybody. Good defensive play by Braden Hanna. As the Planets bring it back. Hanna across center red, going to dump it in. And to the net goes Tyler Sprang. So extra attacker on, and Hanna runs into Berner from behind, drawing the chagrin of the North Hills folk there, thinking that was a penalty, but not the case. Berner steps up on Raimundo with a good hard shoulder check, and that gives North Hills a chance to dump it all the way back into the Mars zone. Too far, though. Icing going to bring it into the Indian zone. 65 seconds left, but now a 2-goal North Hills lead.
I'm glad that Berner got up easily there because that would have been a gruesome injury to see. I hate to see that happen towards the end of games, too, in a 2-goal hockey game. Berner's been so important for them all night. You know, the playoff stretch, playoff run, if they get in, North Hills, they will absolutely need him.
Yeah, I agree with that, Cory. That's one thing that you might see coming here to the PIHL in a couple of years. I've seen it on some of the lower levels of hockey in other areas where on the end boards like that, there's actually an orange color put on the boards there to kind of remind those guys where they're at there. And it's just the visual cues for a man to lay off of a hit like that, because that's a hit like that you hear Bob Airy talk about a lot on an NHL broadcast, too. Just something you don't need to do. You got to watch when a guy's back's turned to you going to the boards like that, because even the slightest push can really cause a guy to go out of control and cause a serious injury. And I know that wasn't the intent of the Mars player there either, but in the heat of the moment, I'm not really singing an Asia song from the 80s, but in the heat of the moment, you don't really want to I can sing it if you want, but you're not thinking about what the repercussions of it could be, trying to get the puck there. Maybe a little bit of frustration on Hanna's part as well, but all in all, I agree with you there. It's a hit you just don't like to see on any level.
And I think that Berner, too, he got really close to the boards, and it looked like his footing was going a bit. I don't think it was a gruesome hit. I'm just glad nobody injured on that play, because that's the worst type of injury to see.
It is. It's a tough injury. Raimundo from the face-off. Extra attacker on for the Planets. Wiedemann finds the puck off the shot block, hits center red to the empty net. Goal! Wiedemann finds the net for the second time tonight, and the ENG, the Indians, tell the fat lady to put the hot dog down and start singing. North Hills wraps it up. Wiedemann second into the empty net, 56.6 ticks left. It's 4-1 North Hills.
Great play individually by Wiedemann. Saw the puck come free just inside his own blue line. And then a little stick move. He had one defender backing off. I believe it was Roach. And Roach backed off the full way easy for Wiedemann, who gets 2 goals within a matter of a minute.
Was it Wiedemann, Cory? You blocked the shot, too, so he set it up.
Popped out of there with the puck. I think he was the last man to touch it before it sprung free.
4-1, North Hills leads, 45 seconds left. Urbanek playing it back into neutral ice. And it's going to be dumped back in as the Planets have to touch up and get on sides. Puck played around to the far side here by the Indians. And they're content just to drift back into their own end. Up the near boards. Zimmer flags at it, moves it ahead to Urbanek, trying to get around the defense of Mars Jacob Hulbert. Puck played back into the Indian zone, outlet pass to Wiedemann. 15 seconds left. Wiedemann will just dump it in. And Sprang will come out of the net and stick handle up the far wall. 9 seconds left. Planets through center edge. Zimmer just going to fire it back into Mars ice. And here the North Hills faithful giving their team a well-deserved hand as North Hills on the road gets a big victory here as far as the playoffs go in Class AA as they come to the Baierl Complex and knock off Mars by the score of 4-1. We'll take a break and be back. We'll have your Mount Lebanon Ice Arena post-game scoring recap as well as your Chatham University 3 stars of the game. North Hills over Mars 4-1. We'll wrap it up in just a bit. You're listening to and watching PIHL High School Hockey 2017, brought to you by the Tribune Review, only here on the MSA Sports Network.
This is Josh Roundtree from the PIHL Power Play Show at MSASports.net. Along with Kevin Zilmansky, we plan to bring you the best high school hockey talk in Western PA this season. We'll cover every classification, AAA, AA, Single A, and D2.
All right, D2, Gordon Bombay, Charlie Conway, the Bash Brothers,
Kevin.
Wolf the Dennis Stenson, the Flying V?
No, Kevin, it's Division 2.
It's Knuckle Puck time?
All right, it's Knuckle Puck time. It's the PIHL Power Play Show sponsored by Chatham University every Wednesday night, 8 o'clock at MSASports.net.
What you want? What you want?
What you want is to stay warm this winter by logging on to www.msasports.net each and every day. We have all the schedules, the scores, the rankings, and the standings of the high school winter sports, plus weekly shows like Inside the WPIL Wrestling Circle, the PIHL Power Play Show, and the WPIAL Roundball Report, along with live and archive broadcasts of whatever your favorite high school sport is. Anytime, anywhere, always there, every day this winter. It's the MSA Sports Network.
High school wrestling is in full swing for yet another season, and Inside of WPIAL Wrestling Circle is here to cover it every step of the way. But to bulk up our coverage, we had to bring in some help.
Buddy the Elf, what's your favorite color for the town?
No, not that help. Instead, we turn to the Pennsylvania Wrestling Man of the Year.
I'm Jeff Upson of PA Power Wrestling. Each week we will break down the matches, the tournaments, and more to give you the most in-depth analysis of wrestling like you've never seen before.
Listening to Inside the WPIAL Wrestling Circle every Monday night at 7, only here on the MSA Sports Network.
Hit the ice at Mount Lebanon Ice Center, offering the most comprehensive instructional programs in the area, including hockey, figure skating, and learn-to-skate classes for all ages and ability levels. Classes start soon along with senior and developmental hockey leagues. Mount Lebanon Ice Center also hosts Friday night teen skates and Friday after-school skates for younger children. Birthday party packages also available. Mount Lebanon Ice Center, serving the South Hills for more than 35 years. Call 412-561-4363 or go to mountlebanon.org.
Chatham University in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania is located on a stunning campus in the middle of a city of 70,000 college students. We offer challenging academics with over 40 majors, superb career preparation, and over 60 clubs and organizations. From the Literary Magazine and Drama Club to the League of Student Voters and pre-professional organizations. We also offer 16 Division III men's and women's sports, including men's ice hockey, starting in fall of 2017. For more information, visit chatham.edu/explore.
Back here at the Baierl Ice Complex, wrapping up North Hills 4-1 road victory over Mars in this Class AA West Division matchup, and a big battle, a great game in the end. The Indians get it done behind some solid goaltending by Alec Voles and 2 goals off the stick of Jesse Wiedemann, en route to the victory tonight alongside Cory Campano, Matt Vandriak with you here on the MSA Sports Network. And Cory, we'll break it right into our Mount Lebanon Ice Arena post-game scoring summary.
First off, we'll go dating way back, it seems, that first goal, 1:55 into the game. It was Alex Kraus on the assist from Daniel Stanton. That made it 1-0. That's how it ended at the first period. In the second period, Jeremy Zimmer scored 12:02 in to make it 2-0 North Hills. Ian Keller, Jarrett Wark with the assist on that goal, and on a beautiful pass from Ward back door to Zimmer. And then Mars Shortly there later, 13:28 into the second period, Braden Hanna wired a slap shot unassisted from right inside the blue line to make it 2-1. That's where we stood at the end of 2. And then, as you mentioned, those 2 goals from Jesse Wiedemann first at 14:06 into the third period. Wiedemann beat Spreng short side to make it 3-1. That all but put it away, and then Tyler Spreng got pulled for Mars, and an empty net goal a minute later for Jesse Wiedemann made it 4-1. Wiedemann with 2 goals. Sam Urbanek had the assist on that Wiedemann first goal, by the way. All in all shots, they fixed it up on the scoreboard now. 42 shots for Mars. They get just 1 goal thanks to 41 saves for Alec Voles. Tyler Spreng made 19 saves on 22 shots. There were 23 shots total for North Hills, the one into the empty net for Jesse Wiedemann. All in all, power play-wise, I think we only had one more, Matt, for Mars. Mars finished 0 for 7.
Yeah, 0 for
Mars
7
0
tonight,
for 7, and North Hills 0 for 2. It was a very light on the whistle type third period, and 4-1 was the final. North Hills gets out of here with a big, big win.
That's your Mount Lebanon Ice Arena scoring summary, and now time for the always eagerly anticipated Chatham University 3 stars of the game.
I'll start with the third going up. Even though he didn't have a point in this game, Matt, you and I both agreed that it should have been number 44, Matt Berner, for the North Hills Indians. Without him, they probably don't win this game the way he played defensively.
Yeah, Berner strong on the penalty kill, strong on the blue line all night, a big contributor. Number 2 star of the game with 2 goals is Jesse Wiedemann of North Hills. And our player of the game for Carlo of Chatham University, 3 star of the game.
Know who it is. I have 41 saves for Alec Voles, and no exaggeration, probably 8 to 10 of those 41 saves were extreme difficulty. Mars was buzzing all night. They just couldn't get anything past him, and very well-deserving number 1 star Alec Voles was just phenomenal.
Safe to say that Alec Voles tonight was half man and half amazing, and those are your Chatham University 3 stars of the game. So North Hills with the victory improves their overall record to 8-8 on the season and now have 16 points. Cory, 4 points behind Quaker Valley in the West. For Mars, that's a tough loss right now because they stay in 5th place, and now North Hills has a 4-point edge on them as the Planets fall to 5-9-2 overall. And let's look at these Western Conference standings. That gives North Hills also an 8-point lead now over Bishop Canevin. So your 2 finalists last year in AA, Mars and Bishop Canevin, could be on the outside looking in when the playoffs start here next month.
How things have turned. I mean, really, those were 2 powerhouses for how long, too? And, yep, both looking on the outside. I mean, with the top 4 getting in, you got North Hills right there going up 4 points now, as you said, Matt, on Mars. And not to mention, this tonight was a huge, huge confidence-building win for North Hills and confidence-building for especially the man in net, Alec Voles, who hopefully will ride that streak into the next game because I'll tell you what, that was extremely fun to watch, that type of goaltending.
Yeah, Voles was really good. And for North Hills, up next, they will take on Greater Latrobe next Thursday night in a road game at the Kirk Nevin Arena in Greensburg, PA. For the Planets, up next for them, they will take on Bishop Canevin. That game will be on Monday, February 6th, right here at the Baierl Complex.
And that's a huge one for them, 2 teams.
I think the winner, the loser of that one, Cory, is probably not going to make the postseason. So that's going to be a big one. It's been a good evening of hockey so far, but don't you dare be sour, or at least don't you dare go away, because we have the second half of this AA doubleheader. The top 2 teams in the West, Moon and Mount Lebanon, going to battle for it next. But in this one here, we see a very solid effort by North Hills as they defeat Mars by the count of 4-1. For Cory Campano and Jess Levo on video, Matt Vandriak, thanks for listening, thanks for watching, and thanks for tuning in to PIHL High School Hockey 2K17, brought to you by the Tribune Review, only here on the MSA Sports Network.
You have been listening to the PIHL on MSA. High school hockey at MSAsports.net has been sponsored in part by the Pennsylvania Interscholastic Hockey League, by Chatham University, by First Commonwealth Bank, by UPMC Sports Medicine, by Officially Sports, by ProGrass, by Carlo University, by Dollar Bank, by Monticello's Italian Restaurant, and by Management Science Associates. You can follow the high school hockey season all year long, every day You have been listening to the PIHL on MSA. High school hockey at MSAsports.net has been sponsored in part by the Pennsylvania Interscholastic Hockey League, by Chatham University, by First Commonwealth Bank, by UPMC Sports Medicine, by Officially Sports, by ProGrass, by Carlow University, by Dollar Bank, by Monticello's Italian Restaurant, and by Management Science Associates. You can follow the high school hockey season all year long, every day, by logging on to www.msasports.net. The preceding has been a special presentation of the Management Science Associates Sports Network.